Andy and Marisa here with your Essential Italy. Take two, because we started this to shoot this, and it was let loose outside with hail and lightning and all sorts of stuff. So there's still, you can hear it. There's still some thunder going on, lightning. I think the hail has stopped, but
but our dog has PTSD, Luna, and I hadn't expected this, so I just gave her some melatonin. Hopefully it'll kick in soon, but she does not do well with thunder.
She does not
at all.
That's one of the reasons we moved to Italy, was to get away from all the hurricanes that we were having in Florida.
Get down.
She has a pretty significant storm anxiety. All right, so this past week we were able to do a little more because the weather was nice, sans today.
Yes.
And we actually just went to the grocery store this morning. Decided to make a big pot of stew, and we didn't have the sofrito stuff for it, so we ran down the mountain and grabbed it and got back, and we got back inside, and I got it all prepped, and then this storm blew in. But anyway. We have a contract on the house. As you probably saw at the end of our video last week, I put a little clip in there, but we have the contract. We signed it, they signed it. It's all good. We put the deposit down. Then the notary's doing their thing, and now it's just to wait till the close date, which I believe is February 26th.
Yeah.
So, they've got to have the stuff out, and they got 10 days before closing. They have to have a professional go through and certify that everything's working and all that good stuff. Mm-hmm. So, assuming all that is good and that there's no other roadblocks or hurdles or hiccups in the way, we should close the 26th and be good to go. It's a cash sale, so it's not, we're not waiting on financing or anything like that.
One of the question marks is going to be if any of the neighbors
so
by law here.
So apparently the law in Italy is kind of odd in the sense that if you put in an offer on a home that has agricultural land, that neighbors who are registered as an agricultural entity have a right of first refusal. So what that means is that they can literally come in and say, no, we're going to buy it. There's no bidding war. You don't have a choice. You just get your money back, basically.
And we would have to start over.
But the neighbors and they have to be, their property has to touch this property.
Right.
So that's the key to it. And we know, that the neighbors around this are not registered agricultural entities. So that as far as we're aware of, nobody's growing anything. There's not anything significant there.
So the seller had 6 days to send out a certified letter to all the neighbors saying that they have a offer on the home, and if they want to if they want to purchase their land from us, I guess, or underneath us, or however you want to say it, before us. They have 60 days to respond. However, we're closing in 45, so there's going to be 15 days of limbo until we know for sure that nobody's going to come and claim and say, no, I want to purchase the property. But they have to purchase it at the same exact conditions as we are. So.
She just is.
Oh my gosh!
So scary.
This is a scary one.
Scary.
So that's we're gonna be closing at the end of February, and we still have until mid-March. Right. Somebody can come out of the woodwork and say, "Oh no, I'm buying it," and then we would have to start from scratch again.
But we can stay.
We're pretty confident that the sellers are pretty confident that nobody's interested. So.
And we can stay in our rental until April or May if we need to. At this point, we've talked with the landlord, and he's like, "Yeah, whatever. You guys are great. Don't worry about it." So, obviously, we want to get in, get working on it, and get some video up of us, making the changes we're going to make. And we're excited about it. Got a lot of plans in place. Yeah,
and this week we're going to be meeting with the geometra to talk about the changes that we want to make to the house, if at all possible. And so that's...
Yeah. So, let's see. What did we do all week?
That took a lot.
That took
out
a lot.
of us,
It did. Yeah, it really did, because it was a little bit of a roller coaster in the end, and we're going back and forth, and then because for the longest time we thought that the sale was just dead, completely dead, and then I was of the mindset that they're gonna kind of cave, because some of the demands were, in my mind, ridiculous, and I was like, look, we can walk away, we can look for something else. And
the thing that we had to play hardball, and the only reason why we wanted to do that is because knowing that we're foreigners, even though I'm Italian,
right.
but they think we come with
with
a hefty
money, lots of money,
cash ATM machine attached to us, and that's not the case.
No.
We're just like everybody else, middle class,
right.
And
we sold a house. We made some money off that sale,
but we need to.
That's what we bought this with. We're not multimillionaires. We're not millionaires.
Right.
We don't have that kind of funding laying around,
right.
Or liquid assets or whatever. But they do kind of see you that way, and they're like, well, it's just 10,000. It's not a big amount of money, or it's just this, that, or the other. But to us, it is because we worked really hard to get where we are in life, and we don't want to be taken advantage of. So, right. So we probably came across as pretty harsh. Not that we were rude or anything, but we just had the lawyer.
We were just set in our ways.
Just put it straight up. So look, you guys take the offer or leave it. It's your choice. And and the realtor apparently was a little bit. I'm going to be nice about this. A little bit hurt. Because he says that we got everything our way and they got nothing their way.
Well, that's too bad. That's
too bad. But anyway, So yesterday we decided we had to go over and get dog food. There's one place we found that has a grain-free dog food that our dogs tolerate really well. And that's the only place we found it around the lake so far.
Right. So we buy
it in bulk because he gives us a pretty good discount. What's it to give? 10%, 15%?
Yeah, it's about 10%.
Which is if you buy 5 bags of it, they're 12 kilogram bags, so that 5 bags will last our dogs about 6 weeks or so, 6-8 weeks.
I think. 10 days for each bag.
Oh, is it? So. Okay. All right, 50 days. Never mind. My math's wrong, but anyway,
almost 2 months.
Yeah, so we went over and did that, and there's a Mercato next door to it that we'd been driving by forever, and we decided to swing in and check it out.
It's a used market.
It's a used market, and you see other YouTubers that go in these places and they'll film. This guy wouldn't let us film inside. He said outside was fine, so I have a little footage over this with the outside and. A lot of steel gazebos and fountains and the terracotta vases and artwork and all that stuff is in there. So you get to see that.
Inside they had some furniture, lots of dishes and glasses and all of that. There's a couple of pieces that we saw that would be nice.
I bought a watercolor that I like.
You bought a watercolor.
Risa doesn't like it, but that's okay.
It's okay. You don't have to have the same taste for everything.
It'll look good in an office or whatever.
Right, so. And that's where you're going to keep it, where I don't see it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a nice watercolor. Anyway, so we decided after that we were going to look at some furniture for the house, kind of get an idea what it's going to cost us to do these things, how long it takes to get the stuff in and all that. So we made a trip over to Corciano, and I don't have footage of the furniture store because it's a furniture store.
It's a furniture store. The furniture's nice.
Yeah.
We went to 2 different ones. One, the furniture was all right.
The furniture was obviously
but
cheap.
It was a huge market, like 2 buildings, and you can find everything from gardening stuff to clothes.
Yeah.
They had a huge, almost like a Walmart. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it is. Yeah, because the one side is like a Walmart, and then the other side they just have all the furniture, almost like a Big Lots, and that was the type of furniture. If you're comparing to the United States, that's what you got in there. It's like Big Lots furniture.
And whereas then the other one that we went to is a little bit more of an upscale.
A little more upscale. It's like rooms to go kind of.
Rooms to go, but a little bit, a little bit better. The design is Italian design, so it's very most of it's contemporary, efficient. The pricing is great. Because we have dogs, we can't really have fantastic and expensive pieces in the house, so we need furniture that we can easily replace without spending a fortune and all of that. So anyway, I think we settled on what we wanted.
I think
we
so,
just
yeah.
need to.
We were looking at kitchens and bedrooms and living rooms and bathrooms, all of it, because we're going to remodel this entire house to our taste and for the cost of a Kanza bed and breakfast. And we're gonna, we got to do it within our budget that we have set. So, and we've said this on other videos, and I'm sure you've seen other YouTubers talk about it. Kitchens are cheap here. They're very, very affordable. The cabinetry, the appliances, all of that is really not a whole lot of money. A couple of €1,000 and you've got a kitchen. You got a nice kitchen. So bathrooms are not, not real expensive either in terms of the cabinets and the sinks and the faucets and all that stuff. So bedroom sets are not that expensive either. Really, that you get you can get a whole bedroom set with a frame and everything except the mattress for
like 600 euros.
Yeah, 600-800 euros. It's not a whole lot of money again per bathroom. So anyway, we did that. I grabbed a porchetta sandwich from a food truck. I hadn't had a porchetta since I've been here this time. So in months, I've had porchetta, but I've not had a sandwich. It was good, €4. Anyway, so we were heading back, and we decided that we were going to go up on this at this hilltop town that we had not been up on before, just to kind of check it out. And it's called San Servino.
Yeah, Monte San Servino.
We've been out window shopping for kitchens, bedrooms, furniture for the living room, all of that stuff, just so we can kind of have an idea of what we can spend and what we can get and how long it's going to take and all that stuff. So we stopped and had lunch at what's that restaurant's name?
Sottobosco.
Sottobosco, where we had lunch for Maurice's birthday back in December. And you can go back and watch that video. Food's really good. But we decided to swing up here to the hilltop town of San Servino and check out the castle. So, because it's it was a little bit out of the way, like a couple of miles out of our way, but not too bad. It's worth it. Yeah, it's on Lago Trasimeno, as you can see. Yeah. This dog's out cold.
Well, it's a spring day today.
Yeah, it feels like it. It does. Yeah, it warmed up. Today's January 25th, and yeah, started out in a puffer. I'm about ready to strip it off. Getting hot. The sun out here. So Salve. San Servino, Piazza della Pace, the Plaza of Peace. Well, oh, what a cute little piazza. Santa sleigh. Piazza della Gatti.
Piazza della Fama.
I know what it was.
Where do you live inside the castle?
Inside the castle.
They're all abandoned.
Yeah. No, they're
Look at all the cats.
the cats. It's a cat city. Cat city. And we've come back to somebody's
yard.
yard, somebody's garden. Get out of my yard, you dang kids.
Like nonstop.
Non-stop.
I guess you can go to the tower, but it's closed.
Yeah. See what it says. Yeah, it's locked up. Yeah. Yeah, we had the other thing this week. The other night was like crystal clear outside, and I tried a new mode on the camera to see if I could get it. I'll put it up, you guys. Hopefully if you can see it. I know some of the planets I got wrong. I was naming what I thought they were, and I know they were wrong, but that's okay. I'll fix it in editing. I'll point out what they are. But it's not like you can see like a a render drawing of it anyway. It's a light in the sky, so. All right, very dark night, very clear skies. But I wanted to show you the stars if my wife doesn't run it with the flashlight because she gets scared. There's Venus. I think that's Mars below it. It's not a perfectly dark sky.
Well, you gotta go in the front.
Can't see the Oort cloud, but it's pretty nice. That might be Mars right there, actually. Yeah, I think that's Mars. That may be Jupiter. Not sure. Yeah, that's Jupiter. Right there. Anyway, I don't know how good this is going to come out on the video. That's Pasigliano. Right there. That's Pasigliano. Straight across, that is Castiglione del Lago. Right down there, that's Toro. And then there's a myriad of little towns all around Lago Trasimeno.
And then the other day we hung out with our neighbor Luciano, and he took us to see all of his property, the wolf den, the sheep, where he keeps his sheep. We saw wolf paw prints, and I'm telling you, it is a little bit scary. Yeah, I caught video this week of 4 wolves in front of the gate. One of them's limping, and they walked by, and I'll put that up so you can see it. Yeah. And he actually, Luciano actually had got a hold of us earlier this week and said, "Hey, I found one of your dog's toy balls." Oh yeah, I forgot about that. he drags us over across the way, and where the wolves or whatever are laying down, I don't know what they're doing there, but the grass is all laid down. It's flat, yeah. And there were chunks of this ball everywhere. They shredded it. Whoever it was, whether it was the pigs or the wolves or the fox or whatever, shredded this ball. So I cleaned it up. I didn't take a picture of it. I just cleaned it up because it was plastic everywhere. So we just cleaned it up. And then he allowed us to put the trail cam down because he's got lambs, which I've shown here, and I wanted to see if the wolves were coming by. And unfortunately, that night we only had a fox come in and a cat, so no wolves around that. But fun stuff. The trail cam's a lot of fun for me anyway. Yeah, you're having fun with that. I am having fun. Yeah, we got a porcupine on it. We got like I said, all the wolves, the fox, the marten, the deer, and I think at the end of the month I'm gonna compile a video of all of it and I'll post it up for everybody to have fun with. So anyway, I think that's about it. That's it. I'm checking the weather here because it's thundering like crazy. 70. There it is. Thunderstorm. This is our first thunderstorm since October. So this coming week, because today's Sunday, we're meeting with the geometer on Tuesday. Yes. I'm getting a haircut on Tuesday, so I'm excited about that. Meet with the geometer on Tuesday. I need a haircut. And we're going to go over everything. The other thing that we forgot about that happened this week is we went up on Monday and got my Tessera Sanitarium. Oh, yes. So
just so everybody knows, and it's if you're in the same situation I am a U.S. citizen only. That's it. I am married to an Italian and U.S. citizen. Because I'm married to an Italian citizen, things are a little bit easier in terms of immigration here. So because of that, you come into the country on your tourist visa. You get your codice fiscale. You send in your paperwork, the yellow packet for the permesso di soggiorno. That goes. You take it to the post office. They process it, and they get you an appointment with the questura, which is usually months out. Mine's in May, so and we did it in October, November.
Yeah,
November. So, and what we were told a lot of things incorrectly.
Right.
So I was told I couldn't leave the country at all unless I stayed out 90 days. Well, that's not true. If I leave Italy, I can go back to the U.S. as long as I come directly back to Italy. I can't leave Italy and go to any other EU nation unless I'm with her. If we're together, we can go to whatever EU nations we want to go to, and so that makes a difference. We were told that I couldn't get a tessera until I had my permesso di soggiorno. That's not true. Obviously, we went in and she looked it up, researched it, and
the thing is this is that if the codice fiscale, which is your social security number, is what you need. So you can get that from the United States through your consulate if you're planning to come to Italy. But it takes a long, long time.
Right.
It's easier to come here and physically go there with the appointment slip confirming that you have an appointment with the questura, with the police, that you're going to do the permesso di soggiorno. Their concern is that once you get to the appointment for the permesso di soggiorno, the police releases a social security number again. So they need to make sure that it's the same one that the tax department released.
Right.
So we got to worry about that.
Well, when we get it, if it doesn't match, we go back to the same office where we got the codice fiscale, and they merge them or whatever. They fix
Once they do that, if that happens, then we have to go back and get the tessera.
Get another tessera.
Yes.
But it's not a big deal.
But the important thing is that he got the tessera, which means that during the 6 months, for 6 months.
I got a tessera for 6 months, right? Provisional.
God forbid something happens, you're covered by the Italian government. So we don't have to get outside insurance, basically.
So basically, it just helps. Well, I'm a veteran. I get all my medical care usually through the VA, my prescriptions, all that. So, in this case, my prescriptions were going to run out in April. We found an English-speaking doctor, as we've said in other videos. That doctor wrote me scripts for 6 more months. That would be out of my pocket, though. Most of the scripts are really cheap. Some of them are not. So that was what we were weighing. Is it cheaper to go back to the U.S., go see my doctor, get the 6 months refills, and fly back here? Or is it cheaper just to lay out, the money for the scripts here, and I'll go back and see my kids and grandkids?
Well, I think that's what we should do Monday. Go to the pharmacy.
So we're and
check it out.
So we weighed that out. It's a lot cheaper, I think, to get them here. And we're going to see what the tester actually helps with, if anything, on the scripts. And it's going to be cheaper. So
what happens is you get the receipts from the pharmacy, and then when you do your tax returns, all of that gets deducted from your taxes. So that's pretty much how it works. So you got to keep all the receipts and everything. You have to be pretty diligent here.
Yeah. So anyway.
I think that's it.
That's it. Yeah. No, it's been a beautiful week in terms of the weather. It warmed up here. Yeah. I know in the United States, especially in the East Coast, it got hit with snow. And my mom was in Missouri, and she was saying it was like 3 degrees outside. And my kids are telling me in Florida it was in the 30s, and it was snowing in the northern part of Florida and Georgia and whatnot. So, but it was in the 50s here, mid to upper 50s some days. All week.
Today nice. Too. So it was 57, even though it's raining. And the ice is still on the ground there.
Anyway.
Okay.
We'll see what we're going to do next week. Try to film some more for you, and we'll see you guys next Sunday.
Ciao.
Ciao.